Now, Assurus is a not-for-profit organization that is funded by the insurance industry. And so the purpose of Assurus is to protect Canadian policyholders in the event their insurance company becomes insolvent or bankrupt. And so this type of policyholder protection is made available by an independent company known as Assurus, and as indicated before, all of the insurance companies that participate in the insurance industry in Canada contribute funds to support the ongoing benefits and the operation of this organization known as Assurus. Now, there are certain levels of benefits available to policyholders in the event of the insolvency of their insurance company. Now, most times, if an insurance company becomes insolvent, what the regulator does is, first of all, tries to find another insurance company to acquire that insurance, the troubled insurance company, to maybe transfer the policies over to that other company. And so they would buy out the obligations of the troubled company. If they cannot find another organization or another insurance company to take over the struggling company, then that company has to be liquidated. And in the event of a liquidation, then benefits available under Assurus would apply to the policyholders of that liquidated company. So what are the benefits available under Assurus? And you'll see that these benefits will vary by the type of policy that has been issued by the insurance company. And so let's start with the death benefits. Under Assurus, policyholders are guaranteed that if their insurance company becomes insolvent, they are going to be guaranteed $200,000 of their death benefit, or 85% of the promised benefit, whichever is higher. And so if we have policies that are under $200,000, then basically the first $200,000 or the entire policy would be guaranteed by Assurus. For policies exceeding $200,000 of death benefit, then the guarantee under Assurus is 85% of that benefit. So death benefits $200,000 or 85% of the promised benefit, whichever is higher. With respect to health expenses, these will be covered $60,000 or 85% of the promised benefit, whichever is higher. Monthly income types of plans, and so this can be things like disability income plans. It would also be plans like immediate annuities, where your annuity payments have started. And so any type of plan that's generating a monthly income, the coverage level under Assurus is $2,000 per month or 85% of the promised benefit, whichever is higher. Cash value in your policy, if it's limited to, again, $60,000 or 85% of the value, whichever is higher. So these numbers that you see in bold, these are the minimum amounts that are, any coverages up to that level, you're basically going to get 100% of these level of benefits covered under Assurus. If your benefits are in excess of these items I have here in bold, you're going to get at least 85% of the additional amount. So if we had a policy, for example, of $500,000, and the company becomes insolvent in the event of a death, that policy would get from Assurus a minimum guarantee payment of 85% of $500,000. And so you can do the same types of calculations for these other ones I have just covered. Now, one that's a little different is an accumulated, or basically a deferred annuity. And so deferred annuities, as you know, can be accumulation annuities. And so for an accumulation annuity, what's covered is 100% of the deposit that you put into that accumulation annuity, up to a maximum of $100,000. And so this is similar to numbers that you would have in similar consumer protection plans that are available from banking industries or from the securities industry. So all of these have a minimum limit, and then 85% applied to the excess. And the exception here is obviously the annuity, the payout annuities, the accumulation annuities, they are limited to 100% of the value, the accumulation, up to $100,000. So these are the basic benefits that are available under Assurus, which, as I said again, not-for-profit organization funded by the insurance industry, designed to protect the policyholder. Now, the one other point I want to cover is, with respect to policyholder protection, is the Ombudsman service that's available to the life and health service insurance sector. And so the Ombudsman service is a national independent complaint resolution organization that, if a client has got a complaint against any specific insurer, they obviously will start with complaining to the agent or the company. And if they get into a situation where their complaint is not being resolved based on their expectations, they can then take their complaint to the Ombudsman, and the Ombudsman will try to resolve the complaint, try to get the parties to work together, the parties being the client and the insurance company. What's important here is the Ombudsman does not have the power to say, this is what, to resolve it and tell the parties what's going to happen. The role of the Ombudsman is really to facilitate a discussion and to facilitate the resolution of the issue that the client would have with the insurer. And so they're going to assist in trying to get the insurance company to resolve the issue with the client. And many insurance companies don't want the bad image of the client complaining, and assuming that the complaint is reasonable, they will work with the Ombudsman service to try and resolve this. Now, obviously, if the Ombudsman and the client and the insurance company cannot come to a resolution, then the client always has the option to go forward with legal proceedings against the insurance company. But this Ombudsman service is there as a go-between to try and resolve any issues that the client or the policy owner would have with the insurance company. So those are the two key areas on policyholder protection that we are going to cover in this session.